Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and just a quick video for you guys because we have watched Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah.
And we're here to give you our sort of initial reactions out of just after watching it. This is a spoiler-free video, by the way, so do not have to worry about that. We will be covering spoilers hopefully in tomorrow's video.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, which is going to be a bit of a long one because 4-hour movie and that.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just get into it because this is just like a quick video talking about first reactions.
Yeah.
But I think first it's fair to say well done to Zack Snyder.
Yeah, I mean, I
very well done.
I wasn't expecting it to be this good. I mean, I will say, for people going in expecting this to be a literally completely different movie, I wouldn't go in expecting that because a lot of it is the same, and it's the same kind of end result sort of thing by the end of the movie, but a lot of it is like a lot more fleshed out and spread out, and I thought it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be, and I thought it was really good.
It was just better developed. It was obviously it wasn't as rushed.
Yeah, it felt like they had a chance to take their time more with it, and it felt like it built on Man of Steel and BVS, even though, again, I don't like those movies. But this, I actually did like what they did with a lot of the characters, especially because I thought the tone was a lot better, because the thing that I kind of did like about BVS and Man of Steel to a certain extent was how they were so down and dark and depressing. And the thing I liked about this was it had elements of that when it needed it, but overall it was a lot lighter of a movie, a lot more of a lighter tone than those two movies were, which I thought was really good. And obviously, again, huge well done to Zack Snyder for this one. This is this is his best movie he's ever made, in my opinion. It isn't I don't think there's another movie that comes close to this that he's made. But
it's a really good DC movie overall. I wouldn't say it's the best,
yeah,
but it's really good.
It's probably the best DC EU movie.
Yeah, except for Shazam. I don't know. I'm still sitting on the fence with that, but it was really good.
Yeah, the only one I'm thinking is Shazam, as you said. That's the only one I'm thinking could compete with it. I can see people saying Man of Steel, but obviously I don't really like Man of Steel that much.
What about Joss Whedon's Justice League?
Yeah, Joss Whedon's Justice League definitely competes with it. This just takes a dump all over that movie. That was
yeah.
Joss Whedon just started.
This movie makes you think that Joss Whedon actually hates the Justice League. He has a personal hate against them.
There's no way that he didn't go into that movie with the intention of sabotaging it. The decisions that he made and WB made to get that movie into the state that it was, as opposed to releasing this one, I think that was a travesty. I think that was such a bad decision. But I will say that this version of the movie would never, ever, ever work in cinemas. There's no chance it would ever work in cinemas because it's too long, first of all. But then I feel like if you condense this movie down into a shorter version, it's probably about as good as Joss Whedon's one. Maybe a bit better. If you condense this down into that same length, if they forced it to be 2 hours, there's no possible way it would have been this good. But I just want to say I don't think this movie's a masterpiece. I think it does have issues, and obviously we'll talk about them in the spoiler review. But I think that overall as a movie, especially from one that people have been waiting so long for, I think it's a satisfying conclusion to a lot of the character arcs and plot threads set up in BVS and Man of Steel. They nailed Superman perfectly.
Yeah, definitely.
I
think they nailed Superman. They did a really good job on Cyborg. They did a really, really good job on Batman. There was a few things, but not perfect, but it was really good. But Superman, I think, was the best out of all of them, in my opinion, of how accurate it was and how much I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think the Superman scenes were my favorite.
Yeah, Superman was by far my favorite thing in this movie. Him, Batman. Even though they did, I mean, I don't think this is much of a spoiler because you said it was on the trailers, but they did have Batman shooting people again, which kind of annoyed me.
Yeah, it was on the trailer. Yeah, I think that was the only problem with Batman.
Yeah, but Batman was great. Superman was great. Wonder Woman and Cyborg were two of the standouts for me as well. I thought they were really good. Aquaman was there. I mean, I don't really have a whole lot to say about Aquaman, to be honest, in this movie. I didn't think he was too bad, but I didn't think he was anything special. The Flash.
You forget about the Flash, my friend.
I'm still not really on board with Ezra Miller as the Flash. I mean, I didn't mind him as much this time around as I did in the theatrical version, but I still thought that he could have been done so much better.
I thought he had some really good scenes this time.
Especially towards the end, I thought he was really good. But the earlier parts are the parts that are throwing me off, especially his introduction scene is the worst scene in the whole movie. I remember Angry Joe was saying that. I was thinking it can't be that bad, and I watched it, and I could see what he meant. It was horrible. It was so bad. But aside from that, like, try to ignore the negatives, I thought it was a fantastic movie. I'm definitely going to get this on Blu-ray when it comes out. Just so I can... I don't think I'll ever watch it in one sitting again, though, to be honest. Like, even though I did enjoy it quite a bit, I don't think I'm ever going to watch this again in one sitting. I'd probably, like, space it out over multiple sittings. It's good that it has chapters, so you can kind of do that.
The chapter thing I really liked. I really liked that.
You could tell, obviously, but I don't think if they released it in cinemas, as I said, it wouldn't work, and it wouldn't work if they released it as an episodic thing. You know how they were planning before, where they were going to split it up into, like, 7 parts or whatever.
I think that would have been too, like, I don't know.
Clunky. It would have felt like really choppy and messed up. The good thing about this is that compared to the theatrical version, it's allowed to flow a lot better because the way the movie's edited and the way that they have scenes that introduce a lot more information that you needed to know. I think that was a lot better than them kind of doing what they did with the theatrical version, where it's like it was moving at like breakneck speed, but nothing was really explained clearly and nothing was done properly. I liked all the stuff that they explained, like, for example, Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf actually has a reason to do what he does in the movie, and he's not just a big CGI monster. And they kind of they explain a lot more, like they explain what the Unity is, they explain all sorts of things that they should, they like go into Darkseid a bit more. I will say that a lot of the footage of certain things in the movie is in the trailers, so I mean, we kind of already sort of expected that, but
they probably should have restricted themselves in that sense a little bit. But it built up on their hype. But I think this 4-hour time length as well, it really helped them. Like, they used this time wisely to actually make the movie make sense. Like, develop characters properly instead of just rushing their arc like Joss Whedon did.
Well, most of the characters didn't even have an arc in the original version. That movie was horrible.
They just used the time wisely, and a big well done to Zack Snyder. Obviously, we'll get into like everything tomorrow. Like this, like all the scenes and stuff. So make sure you tune into that as well.
Also, the other thing is the 4:3 aspect ratio. It didn't really bother me that much.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Yeah,
it was just like
it took a bit of getting used to, but I thought it might bother me a bit more than it actually did. It didn't really bother me that much, which I was happy about. So overall,
that's pretty much all I have to say on non-spoiler thoughts.
What a surprise! It's good when you get like pleasant surprises like this, because it's
and this has been like a first like superhero movie in like ages.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, I mean, nothing really released last year, did it? Yeah, so good on them.
Very, very well done. Thank you, Zack Snyder. Thank you. I never thought I'd be saying this, but thank you for actually putting out something.
I think that Zack Snyder's movies are a lot better when they're longer, because even though I still really don't like the Ultimate Edition of BVS, it is a better movie than the theatrical one, because I watched that recently. It is better, but I don't think it's like a whole lot better in my opinion. Like it moves it from being awful to like slightly below average. That's like the improvement that the Ultimate Edition does. But I'm just happy that this movie was as good as it was, and that at 4 hours it was paced surprisingly better than I thought it would be. And it was just it was better than I thought it would be. I'll say that.
Yeah, so make sure you just stick around for tomorrow, because make sure you watch the movie first. Obviously, we don't want to spoil anything for you guys. So make sure you watch the movie first, and then obviously just come back here, and we're going to be covering all the big stuff. We might miss a few little details, because obviously it's a 4-hour stretch, and it was a very long stretch of time. So that's about it. Well done, Zack Snyder.
Yeah,
good movie overall. Definitely recommend go and watching it like when you get the time. Obviously, maybe take a break between it
if you want to. Yeah, it is quite long. I watched it all in one sitting, so I didn't.
I took a break, so yeah, it's either way, it's good. So
yeah. So that's about it. So if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. Obviously, spoiler review coming tomorrow, and other videos in the future, Falcon and the Winter Soldier and all that stuff. Be sure to check out our Instagram, link in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. See ya.